Hi and welcome to my channel. My name's Chrissy Hodges and I'm so glad that you're here tonight. I am really just going to do a quick video as a message of meeting you where you're at, wherever you are right now. If you need some encouragement, if you need to know that you aren't alone in this, I just wanted to share some stuff with you tonight. And I also wanted to say I'm so glad that you're here. Sometimes it's so difficult to show up when you're struggling, when you're isolated, when you're alone, you feel like no one can understand. Thanks for trusting me and knowing that I get it and I get where you're at. I am Chrissy Hodges, advocate for OCD, certified peer support specialist working with people worldwide, providing support in any stage of recovery, whether that be looking for therapists, which we can provide referrals, or even after therapy if you're experiencing a relapse and just kind of confused and you don't know where you're at. I'm also the author of Pure OCD, The Invisible Side of Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. So NoCD, NoCD is an app, and they also do telehealth in many areas around the world, and they can help if you are looking for ERP at this point. They also help with insurance here in the States. So check them out at treatmyocd.com. So I'm doing this video for a couple reasons. Firstly, I have had a lot of people recently reaching out. I know this time of year is really hard. It's December, and even if you're watching this video at a different time of year, all kinds of times of the year can be hard depending on you or depending on seasons, things like that. But people do tend to struggle pretty badly in the holidays. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of family stuff. There's a lot of memories. Sometimes when holidays come around, it can serve as a reminder that things weren't good before or they weren't good last year. So it could be a milestone, and it can bring on a lot of grief about where you're at in the process. Sometimes people experience relapse around the holidays, whether that be fear about the coming year, whether it be about having to be around family or having, to do holiday stuff when you're not in that place. So a lot of people recently I've talked to have been experiencing relapse or are heading towards a relapse and feel super scared. So I just wanted to come on tonight and just meet you where you're at. I also wanted to validate for you how difficult this disorder is, and I think that sometimes we forget. And I know that a lot of times in my videos I use a lot of humor and I use a lot of examples and really gloss over the real impact that this has on us, the real impact that this has on our self-esteem and our self-worth and our ability to believe that we deserve love and we deserve other people in our lives. How stupid and silly and ridiculous that we feel when we are, life is happening all around us, and here we are worrying about these stupid things that no other person on the planet would seem like they would worry about, and we can't stop. And how it doesn't feel fair that other people can just go along with life and not think about these things that plague us 24/7. Here's what I know. I know that it's really hard for other people to get us. It's hard for other people to understand the degree of rumination that we go through over things that other people would just think 2 seconds about, or they would just solve the problem and it would be done, right? Or they would just make up their mind, and it makes us feel less than or stupid or not worthy. And this is what it feels like, either to be stuck in the process of having OCD where you're at, or approaching relapse, or feeling fear of relapse, or how OCD ebbs and flows. So you can be having a good couple weeks or couple months or years, and then all of a sudden you wake up and fuck, I'm headed toward the bottom. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? The degree of fear about going to the bottom can be just as devastating as the fear that you have around OCD. And I want to validate that for you if that's where you're at today. Everything was fine, and here I am sliding to the bottom, and I'm scared about what the bottom is going to be like. And I'm scared that I'm going to be alone, and I'm scared that no one's going to understand it. I'm scared it's going to be different this time, or it's never going to get better. This is so normal. And all of us feel it. So if you're there right this second and you're here at this video and you think I'm the only one, I'm telling you that you're not. And all of the feelings that come along with that make you feel like you're the only person in the world and that everybody in your life must think that you're a moron, or stupid because you just can't let go of things, or you have to hide who you are because you don't want people to know and you feel disconnected from people. Or maybe it just feels empty because you think, God, people are just never going to understand or get who I am. And then there's the battle of whether you even want them to. Because what would that mean if they knew who you were and the amount of energy you expend on things that they may take for granted? I'm saying all this in regards to other people because I know how hard it is going into family stuff. I know how hard it is going into holiday parties and work and everything where you want everybody to think that things are all right and you may not be feeling all right, and it makes you feel like a fraud, right? Or you have to put on a face, or you feel like I'm the person in the family that everybody knows struggles. So what are they thinking about me? How do they feel about me? Or it's just the sadness of knowing that this is what we deal with and we wish it could be different. So I'm just here because I want you to know I'm here for you and I'm here with you right now. As you know, and as I mentioned on my videos, like, I struggle too with stuff. I don't really talk all that much about it openly, and I have lots of tools. I have to be reminded that I have tools and that I can use them and I can be okay. But I get down too. I get down about not feeling good enough. I get down about the stupid shit I worry about and the impact that it might have, the ripple impact it might have on my life, or my work, or who I am as a person, or what does that say about me. And so I am just going to end this by saying, look, self-compassion. Okay, I'm going to say something, but don't let anybody else know that I said this in regards to other illnesses and stuff. We deserve more self-compassion than any other disorder. I mean, for real. That's what I think. And being able to capture that self-compassion, being able to grab it and hold it close to us is the hardest for us. But the reason why we deserve it so much is because we know what is going on is so not who we are. It is so not who we want to be, not who we had hoped to be. And we can't stop sometimes. And we want to be different for ourselves and to other people, or wish that it could have been different. And this is what we're stuck with a lot of times. And that can be so sad. And it feels so helpless because, yes, we can implement therapy and we can implement tools and that shit works and it's great, right? But then the emotional piece that we are left with, the emotional toll it takes on us, what we've been through, the trauma of living with something that we didn't want in our brain and we can't stop it, even though we're smart, logical people. and how that makes us view ourselves, and the fear of how other people might view us because of that. That's a lot, man. You've been through the fucking ringer. You've been through it. And you know what? It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything to deserve it, and that's what makes it so cruel. So I want you to know, and I want you to hear tonight, you deserve so much self-compassion for what you've been through, for what you're going through, what you're going to go through. You didn't deserve this. You don't deserve it. But we're in it together. There are good people out there, lots of good people who are just like you. We are the same. We really are. Isn't that crazy? If I met you, I would feel like I knew you, because we're the same. And that makes it makes it really special to know that we could connect, and you could connect to so many different people all over the world, no matter what your theme, because I know you're thinking, oh, but my theme's different. No matter what your theme, people would love and have compassion and empathy for you just by knowing what you've been through immediately. See, right there is your worth. Right there is the fact that you're deserving. And I want you to know, lastly, how much I appreciate you. I get messages from you, and I get emails, and the videos have helped you so much. You know what? You've helped me too. Being able to hear that it helps you helps me. I feel lonely sometimes. I feel stupid in some of the shit that I worry about that like bugs me and gets up in my head. And then I can think about you, and I know that you get it. And I know that you would accept and love me anyway, and I wouldn't even have to explain myself or apologize for myself. So I feel so lucky that we have found each other. And I want you to know, in this coming year, I'm still dedicated to doing videos. I'm trying to do more with groups and things like that to get us all connected, because I think it's so important for you to not walk through this alone. The isolation is what makes it hard on our self-esteem and our self-confidence. And you know what? You have no reason to not feel confident. None. You have no reason to not believe that whatever you want in life, you deserve it. In fact, you deserve it more because of the degree of suffering you are going through or you have gone through. You deserve it more. You deserve happiness and love, and you deserve to know that you are a really special person that has endured a lot, and that you're worthy of whatever it is that you are looking for in life. I just wanted to send this out to you. I have been feeling this on my heart a lot lately. I've been hearing from a lot of you lately, and this has just been a tough time. So I just wanted you to know that you are not alone. I love you. I am so appreciative of having a platform that we can connect, and knowing that wherever you are in the world, I can think about you and you can think about me, and know that what we've been through is huge, but it doesn't have to impact what we deserve moving forward. So happy holidays to you wherever you're at, whether you celebrate anything or not. I typically don't. I'm usually over here working, and I eat sushi and drink wine on Christmas. And that's what I do. But I do know that this is a big time for a lot of people, and it can bring up a lot of emotions. And I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. And I'll be back next week with another video. But until then, I hope that this helps you feel more connected, because you are. You are not the only person in the world dealing with this, and you are very much deserving of anything and everything that you want out of life. So I'll see you next time.